Okay, so now we're in James chapter 3, okay? And this also is very important, and I think, once again, very practical information. Taming the tongue. Not many of you should become teachers, my fellow believers, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly. We all stumble in many ways. Anyone who is never at fault in what they say is perfect, able to keep their whole body in check. I want to touch here on the fact that it says not many of us should claim to be teachers because we will be judged more harshly. I understand that. Like, I understand that people do listen to me. People do, I don't know. I influence people, and I take that seriously. I go, look, when people look at me, what I do reflects on God. I'm an ambassador for him. And so when they look at me, they go, if he does that, then if that's what Christianity is about, I don't want to be there. Or they look at me and they go, that dude's legit. I want him to say that. So I do take it seriously. I think there's a lot of people that don't. They just want to be leaders. They want to be teachers. They learn something and they immediately go tell everybody. And you're like, although I can appreciate that, you probably want to get yourself straight first. Okay, now let's go on. It's talking about keeping our whole body in check by keeping our tongue in check. When we put bits into the mouths of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. All kinds of animals, birds and reptiles and sea creatures are being tamed and have been tamed by mankind, but no human being can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil full of deadly poison. With the tongue we praise our God, our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring? My brothers and sisters, can a fig tree bear olives or a grapevine bear figs? Neither can a salt spring produce fresh water. Now, what is he saying here? He's saying that we can steer a whole animal, we can steer a whole ship, we can set an entire forest on fire by a little thing. And we steer our whole life and our destiny and the trajectory of our eternity from our tongue. And if we don't get our tongue in check, if we don't tame our tongue, then we are a restless evil filled with deadly poison that, where does it say it? Is itself set on fire by hell. Yikes. I don't want that. I don't want what comes out of my mouth to do that. And then it goes on to say, we bless God. We're like, oh God, praise you. And I hear people all the time, praise Jesus. I'm like, good. But then out of that same mouth, like on the way to church, you're like, F you, in a car where it's safe, where nobody can hear what you're saying. And you're like, but that person is made in God's likeness. And what does that say about us? This should not be, we shouldn't be cursing and blessing with the same tongue. We shouldn't. We should go, this is what I am. I'm a good person that produces good fruit. I want to be in God's image. And to do that, I need to tame my tongue. When I was young, I had a potty mouth. I cussed, every sentence. And finally I realized, I read this and I was like, I've got to get this under control. And I did. And at first it was very, very difficult. I'm not going to lie. And it'd be easy to find lots of other Christians that go, what's the big deal? It doesn't matter. It's just words. But these words steer our life. And I don't want those words to steer my life. I want my life to be steered in a good direction that is honest and true, that praises God and doesn't curse other people. Now, am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. But I did make the decision to stop cussing, and it has been 36 plus years now. And I don't regret it. And there are people like, you don't cuss no matter what. Like, you shoot your finger with a nail gun, you don't cuss. You knock your fingernail off, you don't cuss. Like, you get hurt, tragedy comes, you don't cuss. I'm like, I don't do it. It's unbecoming. And I think it's immature, and it shows a lack of vocabulary, but also it just shows what's inside of you. The Bible also says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I don't want my heart to be filled with those things. So going to move on to the next video.